Volunteers for what? Volunteer fire department? What?
Right.
What is it? Volunteer teacher relievers?
They do anything and everything.
We need all the help we can get. Anyway, yeah, the kids always tell me, don't try to be funny, just get on with it. Okay, I'll stop being funny. Anyway, I'm not funny, that's right. This is, we're going to entertain you a little bit here with some music that we did last night at our spring concert. This is a trio made up of Don Gettinger, Becky Beard, and Katie Gore, and they got a won-at-district contest, and they went on to state, and we're going to let them sing two selections for you. One of them is called The Nightingale, and the other one is called How Merrily We Live. And then we're going to let the swing choir sing for you a little bit, okay?
Shepherds be the child.
And now we're going to have, last night we had our high school spring vocal program, and I thought everything went extremely well. And we had the swing choir. We had the girls are going to sing a song for you, and the guys are going to sing a tune, and then they're all going to do one together, okay? And they're not going to dance much on the first two tunes, but the third song they do together, they do a lot of dancing. And it's kind of a jazzy thing. So we're going to start out. Come on out, ladies. And get your mics where you want them. We're going to be very informal here. We're just going to sing for you, all right? Need another mic back there?
Yeah.
Take that one back there. Should I try to be funny?
Sorry.
You want to do your whole bit? Did you bring your props? All right, we had props for this one.
Last night I had pigtails.
I'll tell you what, I'll just hit the first note. Or I'll tell you what, do your opening line and I'll hit the note. Okay?
Oh, Johnny Angel, he's so dreamy. Oh, yeah.
All right. How many guys remember Shine On High? Remember Shine On High? Yeah. Shine On High. They appeared at Woodstock the first time. Remember they were at Woodstock? Okay. Okay, the guys are going to sing Poison Ivy for you. R&B, Love Potion number 9. Real Poison, Love Potion number 9. Sorry about that, guys. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. routine the kids did back in February at the Conference Swing Choir Festival. Every year our conference, Mineral Area Conference, has a swing choir festival at one of the schools. And this year was at Central. And we did this thing called Jazz Hot. And I want to say, and I forgot to say this last night, and I apologize to Leah. Leah Broyles, raise your hand, Leah Broyles, right there. Leah Broyles is a dancer, taken lessons for years and years, and she's the one that came up with the routine. Of course, with the help, we did have some help from some other girls and guys, but Leah's the one, the architect of this routine. Anyway, let me see if everything said. This is called Jazz Hot. It's a nice dance routine with jazz tunes from the 30s and the 40s. I always do this, and his soloist is Aaron Brown. Okay. Hope this works. Okay.
A lot of years ago, way down in New Orleans, a group of friends found a new kind of music, and they decided to call it jazz. No other sound has what this music has. Around the world.
Well, I'm not sure exactly where we lost Mr. Stewart at, but I guess we'll go ahead and get started. He'll be coming. Okay, does everyone have something to eat or drink if you want? Okay. Then did everyone put their name into the basket when they came in? Okay, we're clear then. Okay, I want to welcome you all to our annual Volunteer Appreciation Day. This is our 5th anniversary. So we have been doing this since we actually started. Our first volunteers came into the buildings in February of 1994. We started, putting together the program in the summer of '93, and then we didn't start the first semester, we started the second semester. By the end of that half of year, we had around 800 hours of volunteer time for that half a year. So you figure if you double it, it's around 1,600 hours. Well, now we're averaging between 3,000 and 4,000 hours a year. And we usually have around 100 people throughout the course of the year come in. So you guys have done a great job. So this, and when you talk volunteer hours, we're talking people coming into the classrooms, people coming in helping teachers, people coming in for kindergarten registration, different things like that. We're not talking PTA, band boosters, sports boosters, room mothers, them. A lot of you people do that too, so you have even more hours. But we're talking just time academically helping kids. So we really do have a lot. And when we look at hours on people, it's kind of, all hours are very important, so we don't try to stress, one person more than the other, whatever. Like, for instance, we've got one volunteer that's been in over 90 times already this year. And I've only totaled things through April. So you figure with, what do we have, 170-something days in a school year? You're talking, and we've got several people who've been in more than 50 times already. So there's people that spend a lot of time here helping. And they may only come in for a half hour, an hour. Some people come in and stay all day. They do a lot of different things. Then we also have other people that may only come in once or twice throughout the year. But ask anybody who's worked at kindergarten registration or health screenings or book fairs, you need those people there 1 day or 2 days, whatever. So all people are very, very important. And then we have guest speakers that come in, and they may only come once a year or twice a year. But to a student who's sitting in that classroom listening to them talk, they may make a difference in their life that will affect them forever. So, it doesn't matter if you've given 1 day, 10 days, 50 days, all time is very much appreciated. Now, let's see. Mr. Stewart, do you have anything to say to the people before we hand out certificates, or you always have somewhere?
Keep it brief. Sorry to get back up here so short, or take so long, but I got stopped 5 times in the hallway from the gym up here. So, a lot of familiar faces out there were able to make it with us today, and of course I wish all the volunteers could be here with us, but everybody's schedules these days are somewhat hectic. I wanted to say a big thank you to all of you. We cannot run our school district without a lot of input and active support from the community, and we need every one of you. Students today need to know how important education is. I could stand up there and spout to them how, a student that doesn't graduate from high school, what their expected income is, and if they graduate from high school, how much more that's going to be, and if they graduate from 2 years of college or so forth, how much that'll go up. But when they see their mothers, their fathers, their grandparents, their aunts, their uncles taking an active part in their education, that is more important than just about anything. I tell grandparents, we have Grandparents' Day at the elementary school, and I tell those grandparents, you mean so much to these kids. I don't think that I would have ever went on to college and all that if my grandparents hadn't had a big impact on me. I remember my grandmother doing my spelling with me and me reading to her, and my grandfather was a fairly educated man for his age and that day and time, and it was so important to me, and I know how it is to these kids. And when grandparents show of interest, when they participate, extremely important. Mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters. I've seen kids make it through high school because they had a brother or sister who constantly showed interest in trying to get them to complete school. And that was probably the big ingredient as to whether they were successful or not. So it takes a little bit of everybody. We sure appreciate your volunteerism. We hope that you will continue to participate and encourage your friends to do it. There's always a place, as Mrs. Miller points out. there's always something where you fit into that you would want to do that matches up with things that need to be done. And so we certainly appreciate it. Thank you all very much. Okay? Thank you.
Oh, no, you can stay here, you're fine. And another thing too, when I was looking through old programs, he was talking about we've been doing this 5 years now. It's amazing how many names are on this year's program that have been there year to year to year to year. I mean, a lot of people, which is good. That means you must enjoy what you're doing and must be doing something right because you keep coming back for more. So we really appreciate any time you give. Okay, we got certificates for everyone and a little ribbon if we can get one of you guys. Who wants to hand out ribbons? Okay, you stand over there next to Mr. Stewart. He'll probably come over here. We'll just start without him again. Are you ready? Yeah.
I was being interrupted one more time.
I know.
Okay.
Donna Alford.
Okay.
We'll just read through all the names, even though I know a lot of people aren't here. Karen Aslan.
She's here.
Connie Bosler. Dolores Bosler. Brenda Beard.
Here, I know Brenda's here.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Chris, you're supposed to be taking pictures as we go here. April Blankenship. Janice Bleem. But she'll pick it up when you come up, right? Susan Boyd. Nancy Bragg. Annette Brillos. Carla Brown. Vicki Brown. Rhonda Byington. Virginia Caputo.
She's here.
And she's another one that I can never guess how many hours she puts in because there's no way of knowing.
Gotta get one of these too.
Oh, thank you.
Barb Caro. Julie Chappelle. Pat Chatfield. Shirley Clinton. Kathy Kaufman. Jan Cook. Barb Davis.
Good thing all these people didn't show up.
Joyce Davis, they never do. We just want them to know, everybody that did this. Danielle D. Hart, Hope Diamond. Well, a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people too work all the time, and they only fit in their volunteer time in the one little time that they're off work. So, Anita Dick Knight, Melanie Dunsey, Marianne Doherty, Alan Durbin, Karen Durbin, Loretta H's.
She's here.
And we didn't get Jim up here this year.
Uh-oh. Tell him I just need him listening. We'll rock him. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tammy Eggmeyer, Glenda Fallert, she's here. Susan Farr, she's here.
Polish?
Yeah, in the back.
Are you related to Patty Falk?
Marilyn Faulkner, James Figgy, Angie Forrest, Christine French.
Sure. Do you want to take anything else back with you as you're going?
You're too fast, she can't get you. Sherry Gamble, Cindy Garcia. She's here. She's coming. You want to take the one for your husband
Cindy's
too?
up there every day, no matter what, right?
You're not going to take your husband's for him? Come on. Nancy Geck, Althea Gettinger. We recruited her husband one day. We were icing up sodas and popping popcorn, doing everything. We made him do all the heavy carrying of everything. So he deserved his. Annette Gettinger, Pauline Gorman, she's here. Lisa Gosnell, Sharon Grass, Roxanne Grimwood, Cheryl Greither, Angie Hager, Deborah Hammond, She's been here every week with, or every day this week with book fair. Sherry Heitman, today she was busy. Kathy Herman, Debbie Huber, Mary Hook, Holly Huzelkamp. I had to twist her arm to come back. She had homework to do at home.
Yeah, homework.
Georgia Jett, Dee Joggers, Joe Johnston,
Oh, Joe. Congratulations. Thank you.
Marcia Jokers, Jane Kurtz, Kathy Kreitler, Roland Kunzel, Timothy Kunzel, Jamie Long, Lori Lawrence, Donna Martin, Helen Mashman, Dennis Madison, Michelle Meeks. She's here.
Thank you.
Linda Midkiff, Peggy Nagger, Gina Ponstingle, Debbie Portzel, Linda Prosser, Becky Rathburn, Sue Rich, Michelle Reiner, Tony Rosen, Jenna Roth, she's here, Jamie Roth, Laura Roth, she's here.
Yeah. She had Laura as a student when I was a principal. It was Geck then.
Well, see, they confuse you, right?
Oh, these women.
Mary Ann Roth,
They don't have to change their names to confuse.
Nancy Rudloff, Peter Rudloff, Sharon Savage, Marcia Schaefer, Danita Schilly, Sheila Schrump, she's here,
Good.
and this one's here.
Thank you, Sheila. Didn't even get too wet coming in either. Right.
Teresa Sedgwick,
Oh, Teresa. Thank you very much. Good to see you get involved.
Lynn Shaughnessy, Tina Sodom, Holly Stever, Howard Stever, Amy Stoll, Ann Stolzer, Dina Tripp, Jerry Vaith, Gail Vitale, Doris Vogt, Joyce Walton, Candy Weedman, Linda Weemeyer, she's here,
You get everybody. Yep. You got everybody.
Tracy Weiner, H.A. Weiler, Diane Wheatley, Elaine Williams, Laura Williams, Betty Woke, Daryl Woke, and Edward Woke. Now, if we miss someone, it's not intentional, or if I, spelled someone's name wrong, anything like that, please let me know, because when you go through so many people and so many things, it's very easy to do, and I don't do it intentionally. And I tried to double check and triple check and everything, so if anything is wrong, just let me know. We can fix it, we can get you a new one. So we want to thank you all for coming, and we really want to thank you most of all for everything you do all year long. We want to have a special thanks to all these students, teachers, everybody here at school. Whenever I tell them Volunteer Appreciation Day is coming up, they just say, what do we need to do? And they start making things, start doing things. I mean, it's not a one person putting something like this together. It's many people throughout the district. They help doing anything and everything because they know how much you all do for them. So they're, very grateful to come back and do something for you. Any of the cards and pictures and little plastic things on the tables with the flowers in them, the kids made all them for you. So if there's something you see that you'd like, you're welcome to take something home with you. There's some cards up here that have like little bundles that have certain people's names on it. So if there's something with your name on it, we want you to take it with you. And before anyone takes off anywhere, we do want a group picture. Now, Mr. McDaniel is waving back there, so I think he wants to say something.
Kindergarten registration, third full week, March 2000, I'm looking for volunteers down there.
That's one of those weeks that it's very important to have people. At the Elks Hall, we bring in all the little ones getting ready for kindergarten. Yeah. It is fun. It's really, yeah. And it's very difficult to do something like that if you don't have volunteers there helping. So, yeah, it really does.
At least you guys are more organized than most counties.
Really?
Yes.
That's what I wanted to say. Really, we have a lot of volunteers who give a lot of time, but this lady does the organization. Without her, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. So I think
Well, thank you. Okay, now before you're allowed to eat or do anything else, you all got to come forward because we want a group picture. Okay? Thank you, and thank you, Don Pritchard, for coming and taking part. Appreciate it. Slide this out.
Yeah, you need
3 o'clock if they're going to stay past 5 to 3, they need to go stay till 15. One way or the other. Yep, that's right. Are you done or you want to? I'll just set it here.
You're doing fine.
you got us all in. Oh, it's one of that movie.
Well, first you grab some chairs, so people can sit in the front. Volunteers. That way you can see everybody. How's that? Is that organized good?
We are.
Now, wait a minute.
Yeah, just a little more, please.
Also, don't pull names for attendance prizes. Come on. But she's so small.
Yeah, a little more.
You're right.
That's looking good. Diane in the picture, where are you, Diane?
Now you have to stand still for, they're gonna do a few. That one's flat. Take more than one, because it may not work.
All right, I'm trying to be symmetrical here. Now let me get one with my real camera.
You're on the post office wall.
Seems like I get closer with this one.
Yeah, this one.
Didn't flash, did it?
No.
Cheap
That's
things.
a real camera. That's a real
Can't buy these at Walmart, you know.
Don't be down for you, Jackie.
Put your glasses on, Jackie. Maybe that's the problem.
It's true. Well, if it doesn't flash this time, I've bought it done again. And it didn't. All right, well, we know these two will.
Right.
These look great, in fact. Do you want one, Diane?
Yeah,
Do you need me to take another one with this,
that's fine.
this reliable camera?
Now at least we know it worked.
Yeah.
The non-real one that worked.
Well, the real one is mine, unfortunately. This is the library's. One more. Ready?
Fire. See how silly adults can be? See, we never grow up. We just always kids. Yeah. So we don't have an excuse. We just shouldn't behave this way. Ouch! Did you get a spider bite? Oh. Boy, I tell you, the way the white looks to me like you're swollen badly. No. No? That's the way it usually is when it leaves fingerprints like that. What are you gonna do, Danny?
Just wait.
Danny wants to do it. He's such a good helper. He is. Excuse me.
Now, don't get too terribly excited. This is as good as what I can do. There's a couple T-shirts here that say St. Genevieve Volunteer. I think they're both extra large, because I figure they always tend to shrink on us. There's some little jar openers.
Those are the
They
greatest
volunteer open
things.
their hearts to others.
I love
There's,
those.
let's see, one little sewing travel.
They work.
kit
They
left.
work.
Yeah, they
And there's
really
some
do.
little mirrors if you want to look at yourself.
Oh.
So, we pull your name out, they'll bring the basket around, you get to pick whatever you want. What do you want to carry the basket? We pull your name, you can raise your hand so they know where you're at. No, you pull, I hold, you pull, don't.
Put it up over his head. No, that's, Danny, you're supposed to pull my name.
That's not your name.
Oh, shucks.
Virginia Pepito.
All right. It was close.
Yes. Oh, Since I get the
Right.
first one, I'll take one of these.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Her name doesn't go back.
Good, good.
What do you got now?
Those are nice. Mm-hmm. Ours too, it says, huh?
All right.
Okay, so raise your hand.
Yeah.
Brenda Beer. All right. Always.
Yeah.
We know. It's a hard name. I can promise
Susan Barr.
See what helping people credit too.
Yeah, right. Most of our handwriting is not readable.
No.
Joe Johnson.
Remember what I told you, Danny, you're supposed to pull my name now.
Is that the one that you took out before he started?
Yeah, right. Deliberately did that, yes.
Linda Wademeyer.
What?
So they got something for everybody. Probably.
Linda Ballard.
Oh, those are those can, jar openers, can openers. Not can, jar, yeah, they're nice. They work, yeah.
And you forgot my name already. That's right. Of course, he knew me as Miss Aslan instead, but that's okay. Thank you, Danny.
Wrong.
How many we got left in there? One. One more name.
Pauline Garner.
Thank you all very much for coming. I wish everyone could be here for this, but I know that's impossible with schedules and everything. But I really appreciate those of you who do.
Your room wouldn't be big enough. Your room wouldn't be big enough if everybody came.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We have fun at the end of the year. There's plenty of food in that left. The only thing we ask is if anybody is parked out front, water to them because of buses.
Good to see you guys.
All right.
Boy, am I glad to get out of there. Now let's figure out how to get to the recycling center.
No, I don't wanna. Let's just stay here. It's so much easier. I'm too lazy to recycle. Isn't it a lot of work?
If it were work, why would I be doing it? All you have to do is hop into the recycling bin and they'll take you away to begin your new life.
You mean I can be like a cat with 9 lives?
Yes, first you'll be smashed into a bale.
Ouch, that sounds painful.
Oh no, it's very smashing. Think of it as a massage palace.
Then what?
You'll be shipped off on a scenic trip across some of our country's most spectacular sights.
I love trips.
Once you've arrived at the processing plant, you'll be shredded into small bits. Then you'll be toasted like you're in the tropical sun. Instead of being rough shreds, you'll become smooth like pebbles on the beach.
I can imagine it now. What's next?
Now imagine you're being dropped into a cotton candy machine at the circus and spun into delicious strands that can be woven into carpeting.
Maybe I'll feel like a whole new person. How about I look at my new friends? I might even become a cozy carpet for a baby to crawl on, or children to play on, or to snuggle up with a good book on me. It sure beats being buried with ground field canned smelly socks and slimy banana peels. That doesn't sound very appealing.
Hey, it's fun being trashy. Well, we're going anyway.
Oh, come on, please. I don't have anybody to talk to. You can come with us. The recycling
Let's go be reborn at the recycling center.
Yeah.
You got the message from our commercial. It is important to recycle and do all that you can to help the earth. I'm Andrea Pfaff, and I was the can in the commercial.
I'm Jay Wiener, and I was the ball in the commercial. And I'm Ellen Hillscamp, and I was Mr. Trash and Mr. Clean in the commercial.
And I, Travis Sanders, am the cameraman. Bye.